Hello dear students, welcome to the accountancy class. What we are learning today, we are going to learn how to create the compound journal entries. Now what do you mean by compound journal entries? These are the entries which you are doing collectively. Okay, so that in one day only you are making some transactions which are of similar nature. So instead of making separate journal entries for each transaction, you will make only one entry for that. So the combined entries is called as a compound journal entry. Okay, all the theory I will give you in detail. So what we are going to study today, we are going to study a 12 marks question. This kind of questions they do ask into exam regularly. In last year's paper also it was asked. This question is from last year's midterm question paper. Okay. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Shrikant. Shrikant our ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಈ journal entry ಈ transactions ಗೆ journal entry ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. So you can see how many transactions are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 transactions are there. For each correct entry you will get 2 marks. In this way this question comes for section D for 12 marks. Okay. So let us start. What is the first transaction? See, the first transaction is for 1st August 2019. Commence the business with cash rupees 1 lakh and furniture rupees 20,000. ಏನು ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರು, ಶ್ರೀಕಾಂತ್ ಅವರು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರು. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಾರು ಮತ್ತು ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಾರು. So totally how many accounts will come here? 3 accounts will come. Which are the 3 accounts? Cash account, furniture account and then the capital account. Okay, whenever the word comes commenced, started, beginned, incorporated, it means a new business is started. Okay, so ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ? ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. And a capital account will always have a credit balance only. Okay, so yes, let us make a journal entry for this. Write down the date. It is 01/8/2019. So what is coming in the business? Cash is coming in. So cash account debit. What else is coming in the business? Furniture is coming into the business. Therefore furniture account debit. Both these are real accounts. Real account is the niyam apply aagtayti. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So they both are coming into the business. That's why debit. 2. Who is the giver? The owner is the giver. So Shrikant's capital account. Shrikant's capital account. What is the amount? See, amount is equal to rupees cash 1 lakh. Furniture is rupees 20,000. And what is the total amount that is brought? The total amount is 1,20,000. So give the narration for this transaction. Being commenced business. Being commenced business. The narration should be always short, simple and meaningful. ಏನೇನ್ ತಂದಾರ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಕತ್ತೈತಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ತಂದಾರು ಮತ್ತು ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ತಂದಾರು. So you can see here that this kind of journal entry will be called as compound journal entry and it will hold 2 marks into your exam. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಶಾನೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿಜೀವಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರು, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನೋ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪನು ತಪ್ಪೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ರಾಂಗ್. Okay, so yes, let us go for the next entry. What they are saying, see, bought goods from Ganesh 30,000 and Lokesh rupees 25,000. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, that the nature of the transaction is same. Only when the nature of the transaction is same, then only you can do it as a compound journal entry. So ಈ transaction ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ? ಖರೀದಿನ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ. So here the nature is of purchases. Then only you can do the compound journal entry. So from whom you are buying? From Ganesh and from Lokesh. Nowhere it has been mentioned that it is a cash transaction. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟತೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ that cash ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಇದು goods ಅನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರೆ. So ultimately it's a credit transaction. What is coming in the business? See, goods are coming in the form of purchases. So which account will be debited? Purchases account. On what basis? Debit what comes in. So purchases account is a nominal account or a real account? It's a real account. Okay. So purchases account debit. 2. ಯಾರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಫಾರ್ ರುಪೀಸ್ 30,000 ಮತ್ತು ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಇದ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್, ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್, then only you can do a journal entry. So from Lokesh, how much you have purchased? Of 25,000. So what is the total purchases? The total purchases are 55,000. Give the narration. Being made credit purchases. Being made credit purchases. Or you can also write down being bought goods on credit. Both will be same. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. No need to give the name over there because it is already shown into the journal entry. ಯಾರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವಾಗ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಓಕೆ, let us go for the next entry, entry number 3. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? sold goods to Ram and Rahim. Again please understand the nature of the transaction is same. ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರು? ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರು. Again what you need to understand is nowhere the cash has been mentioned. So obviously it's a credit transaction. So ಯಾವ accounts ಬರ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Which accounts will come? Identify. Sales, Ram and Rahim. Sales is a real account. Ram and Rahim both are personal account. Okay. So sales and goods are coming in or going out? Going out. So should I put debit or credit? Credit. Who are the receiver for these goods? Ram and Rahim both. So receiver again hakri, debit hakri. Put down the date 10/8/2019. So which account will be debited? Ram account will be debited. For how much? For rupees 35,000. In the same way, Rahim account also will be debited. For how much? For rupees 15,000. 2. What is being done here? Sales is being done. So what is the amount? Amount is equal to rupees 50,000. Give the narration. Being sold goods on credit. Being sold goods on credit. So if like this neatly and systematically you are writing, for each journal entry you are going to get 2 marks. Now let us go for the next transaction. What they are saying, see, paid to Ganesh in full settlement of his account of rupees 29,500. So Ganesh ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ? ಫುಲ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, whenever the word comes full settlement, ultimately the discount account is coming. Okay, so write down the next journal entry for the date 15th August 2019. So when you are using the word paid, it means what is going out? Cash is going out. ಯಾವಾಗ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ paid received ಅಂತ ಶಬ್ದ ಬಂತಂದ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಐತದ. Okay, so cash is going out. Who is the receiver then? Ganesh is the receiver. So debit the receiver. Ganesh account debit. ಈಗ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬಿದ್ದೈತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, which is equal to rupees 30,000. To cash account, to discount received account. Discount received account. Okay. So now see, how much is the cash that you are paying to Mr. Ganesh? It is 29,500. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡೋದೈತಿ, ಅದ್ರಾಗ ನೀವು 29,500 ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅದ್ರಾಗನ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನು ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪೇ ಎನಿ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಈ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಶುದ್ಧ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಓಕೆ, 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿತಾವ. Okay, so what is this 500 rupees? It is the income for the business. Hang income ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. 30,000 ಕೊಡುವುದಿತ್ತು, 29,500 ಅಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಉಳಿಸಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. So this 500 will become the income and income are to be credited according to the nominal rule. Okay, so write down the narration. Being paid to Ganesh being paid to Ganesh in full settlement. In full settlement. Now see, whenever they have told you to journalize, you compulsory ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಆ ಪೇಜ್ ಅದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹಾಕಲೇಬೇಕು. So write down total carried forward and see what is the total. So the total is equal to rupees 2,55,000. Okay. This same total should be brought forward for the next page. Okay. So as I have lack of space over here, what I will do, I will rub this and I will continue here only. Okay. Now let us go for the next transaction. First of all, write down the total brought forward. So the total that is brought forward from the previous page is 2,55,000. 2,55,000. 2,55,000. Okay. Now let us go for the next entry. Entry number 5. Okay. What is the next date? See, date is 25th August 2019. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರಹೀಮ್ rupees 14,500 and allowed discount rupees 500. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರಹೀಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್. ಸೊ therefore cash is coming in, cash account debit. How much cash is received? 14,500 is received. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವಾಗಿನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದ ಸುದ್ದ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರ you do not have any choice, but that difference amount must be recorded into your books of accounts. So how much is the discount allowed? See, it is equal to rupees 500. 2. Who is the giver? Rahim is the giver. So write down to Rahim account. So what is the amount that is totally received from him? It is 15,000. ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅಂದ್ರೂ 14,500 ಬಂದೈತಿ. ಇದೇನೈತಿ, ಫುಲ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ 500 ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಬೈ ಶ್ರೀಕಾಂತ್. Okay, give the narration. Being received from Rahim in full settlement. In full settlement. Okay. Now let us go for the last entry. Entry number 6. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, paid manager salary 10,000 and rent rupees 8,000. So what is the nature of transaction here? Again you are making a cash transaction and you are doing the payment of the expenses. So the nature of transaction is same. ಎರಡನೇದು ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, and that's why you can do compound journal entries. It will save your time. Okay. So therefore write down the entry. paid ಅನ್ನಕತ್ತೀರಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಓ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. Then what should be debited? The expense account. Okay. So here what will be debited? The manager's salary account will be debited and rent account will be debited. Okay. So write down manager salary account debit, manager salary account debit, rent account debit. 2 ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. Okay. So is the amount that you are paying? See, the amount that is being paid is 10,000 for the salary and 8,000 for the rent. So what is the total payment that is being made here? It is 18,000. So give the narration: being paid for expenses. Okay, what are the expenses? They have been shown into detail into your journal entry. ಈಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ಯೂಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ and tell me what is the total. So that is equal to 2,88,000. 2,88,000. Okay. So in this way you have to prepare the compound journal entries. Are they necessary? Yes. Are they important? Very much. Will they come into the exam? For sure. Okay, so ultimately you have to learn it. Okay, we shall take one more question in this class itself. Yes, so what we have done, see, we have taken one more question which is related to compound journal entries. So let us start the question. What it says: on March 2019, Salman starts wholesaling business and record the following transactions. Okay, so whose books are these? These are the books of Salman. When the transactions are taking place, they are taking place in the year 2019 for the month of March. Okay, so let us start with our first transaction. Madale transaction ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, he started business with capital rupees 15,000 and land worth rupees 10,000. So again you can see this is a compound journal entry where more than 2 accounts are coming. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಅಂತ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, so therefore what is coming into the business? See, he started business with capital ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಗತ್ತಾರ. So capital ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್. Okay, so therefore write down for the first journal entry for the date 1, what is coming into the business? Cash is coming in. So cash account debit. What is the amount that he is bringing? It is rupees 15,000. Along with cash, owner ಏನೇನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೋ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಷಿನರಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. Everything will be considered as a capital itself in the first journal entry. Okay, so ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಾರು. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. both are real account, cash account and land account. So real account ಅದ ನಿಯಮ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. real account ಅದ ನಿಯಮ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ what comes in. 2, whose capital account it is? It is Salman's capital account. ನೀವು ಬರೇ capital account ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ನಡೀತೈತಿ. Okay, you can just write down simply as capital account. No need to write down the name of the owner because already it is mentioned on the top. This is the business of Salman. Okay, so Salman's capital, if you do not write, is it fine? Yes, but you have to mention it as capital account. Now what is capital account? It's a liability. Okay, because what is the amount, the amount invested by the owner is called as capital, and when the business is winded up or closed, that time this amount should be given back to Salman, and therefore it is a liability. Okay, so write down, it is 25,000. Narration bariri, being started business. Okay, let us go for the next transaction for 08. What they are telling, see, bought goods from Bilal and friends for rupees 1,000 and buy cash from XYZ company rupees 2,000. See, pay attention very much. Bought goods from both. Okay, so the nature of transaction is same. ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ, purchases ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ. But one is a credit transaction, another one is a cash transaction. So you have to be alert. When there is a credit transaction, you are going to write down the name of the person. But when there is a cash transaction, you will not write down the name of the person or the firm. Okay. So what is coming in? Goods are coming in the form of purchases. So write down purchases account debit. 2. First we are buying it from Bilal and friends. So ಇವ್ರು ಏನದಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾರ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಾಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬೇಡ್ತಾರು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡ್ತಾರು ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಬಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ and therefore we are showing them into the credit effect. So they will become the creditors, that is a liability for business and that's why the credit effect. Or you can also say Bilal is the giver and that's why credit the giver. So write down Bilal and friends account amount is rupees 1000. So Bilal ಕಡೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ 1000. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಯಾರ ಕಡೆ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ XYZ. So when there is a cash transaction, no need to write down the name of the firm. Only when it's a credit transaction, you need to write down the name of the firm. Okay. So how much is the cash that is paid here? It is rupees 2000. So what is the total amount of purchases? 3000. 1000 is credit purchases and 2000 is the cash purchases. Okay. So write down the narration. Being bought goods. This much only is enough. Being bought goods. Okay. By looking at the transaction itself, you can understand that from Bilal it is on credit and here there is a cash transaction. Okay. So journal entry number 3 and the date is 13. What they are telling, see, sold goods to Rahman and Sons for rupees 1500 and sale by cash rupees 5000. So again the nature of transaction is same. In both the transactions there is a sales, but one is a credit sales, another one is the cash sales. Then too we can make it as a compound entry. Okay. So let me tell you why and how we can make it a compound entry. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರ ಅವರು ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೆಹಮಾನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತಾರ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಸೀವರ್ ರೆಹಮಾನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರಿಸೀವರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ 1500 ಅದ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ 2 ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ 1500 ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ನರೇಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಡೇಟಿಗೆನ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇಟಿಗೆನ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾರಿರಿ ದ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ is being done for how much for rupees 5000 okay now this is a transaction which has taken place on the same date 13 and the nature of the transaction is also same sales. So instead of writing two journal entries, what we are doing, instead of writing two journal entries, we are preparing only one journal entry. So Rahman and Sons will be debited, cash account will be debited and this sales account. Instead of writing 2 times sales, we will write down only 1 time sales and we will add up the amount. So this is how we need to prepare the compound journal entries. Why we are doing so? In a business, so many transactions will be there. You cannot go on writing the journal entries if they are having similar nature. So to reduce your work, this kind of shortcuts will be adopted. Okay. So let us write down the journal entry for this. Rahman and Sons account debit. Then cash account debit to sales account. One month benefitry, the nature of the transaction should be same. The nature of the transaction same ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರನ ನೀವು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಐತಿ ಓಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಎರಡು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಡನ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಹಮಾನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1500 The sales for cash it is 5000 and the total sales is 6500. Give the narration being sold goods. being sold goods. Okay, now let us go for the next transaction number 4 for the date 17. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, gave away charity of cash 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ದಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು and merchandising. What do you mean by merchandise? Merchandise also means goods only for worth ₹30. ಬಹಳ ಸಲ ಹಿಂಗ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಡವ್ರು ಬಂದು ನಿಂತು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ದಿನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆ ದಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೊಂಟೈತಲ್ಲ, ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಹೊಂಟಾವು. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪೆನಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅದೇ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಚಾರಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ ಅವರು. ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಚಾರಿಟಿ. ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ amount is given, then we write down the word donation, donated anta. Okay, but when there are micro or very small charity work that you are doing, write down the charity account. Okay, so write down charity account debit. What you are giving cash, and then you are giving goods. So remember here inta entry ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Okay, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನೈದರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. ಸೊ ನಡು ನೀವು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿರಲಿ, ದಾನದ ಸಲುವಾಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ದಾಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದಿರಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಶೋನ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರೀ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು? ನೀವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ರೇಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ, ಅಗದಿ ಏನ್ ನಿಮಗೂ ಫ್ರೀ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ಬಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ? ಫ್ರೀದಾಗ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಸಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್? ಸಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಈಸ್ ₹50, then merchandise is ₹30. So the total amount given in the way of charity is ₹80. Write down the narration. Being given charity, charity ವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂದಿದು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಮುಗಿಯಾಕತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ the total. So total carried forward. Okay, and see what is the total of this page, journal page. Okay, so that is 25,000 plus 3,000 plus 6,500 plus 80. So which is equal to 34,580. Okay, 34,580. Now this same total should be brought forward for the next page of your journal book. Okay, so as I have this much only space, I am rubbing it and writing down here. You ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, next page ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿ. Okay, so what we are doing, we are taking down the total for the next page. So total brought forward is 34,500 in both the columns. This is compulsory. See, if you do not do, I'll cut the marks. Okay, now let us go for the next entry. The next entry is entry number 5. Okay, for the date 21. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, paid Bilal and friend cash ₹975 and received discount for ₹25. So paid ಅನ್ನಕತ್ತೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಓ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. Who is the receiver? Bilal and friend. This is the name of the company that they have or name of the firm that they have started. So Bilal ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ರೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟಾರ ಅವ್ರ ಶಾಪದ್ದು. Okay, so Bilal and friend account debit to cash account discount amount. See, here I am going to give you one tip. Cash ಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಬಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಗೂ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬಿದ್ದೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಗೂ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So what is the amount that is being paid? 975. How much is the discount? Discount is 25. So what is the total amount? See, it is rupees 1000. Give the narration. Being paid in full settlement. Being paid in full settlement. Okay. Now let us go for the last transaction. For the date 28. Received cash from Rahman and Sons rupees 1450 and allowed him discount rupees 50. Now see here, again whenever the word discount comes, you have to remember the tip that I have given. Received under what received? Cash received. So write down cash account debit. Debit what comes in. How much is the amount? Amount is rupees 1450. Okay. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಈಗೂ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಲೌಡ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 50. Who is the giver? Rahman is the giver. So credit the giver. And what is the total amount? See, it is 1005. Okay. Give the narration. Being received cash in full settlement. Being received cash in full settlement. Okay, full stop, bracket complete, and do the total. Okay. Now total is compulsory. See, if you miss writing the total, 1 marks will be taken away. So now use your calculator and tell me what is the total. So the total is 37,000. Okay. So in this way you have to do your compound journal entries. ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಬೀಳ್ತಾವು, ಫಾರ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಬೀಳ್ತಾವು. Okay. So I hope all of you are understanding my classes. We shall continue in the next class. Thank you.